In India, the introduction of the new notes in the country has continued to impact on the lives of the people across the country. Long queues continue outside banks, and several automated teller machines have run out of cash in the country 3 days after 500 and 1,000 rupee notes were withdrawn as part of anti-corruption measures. Reports say many ATMs of big banks in Delhi and Mumbai are either shut or not dispensing cash. ATMs opened at midnight after being shut for 48 hours, and hundreds queued early in the morning to make withdrawals. The surprise government move is aimed at tackling corruption and tax evasion. However, many low-income Indians, traders and ordinary savers who rely on the cash economy have been badly hit. Okay, let's get some perspectives into our own market, talking about our foreign exchange market. We try to get to Augustine Okpala, who is a trader, a forex trader with UBA, to give us some insight into how today's trading session is going on. But let's move on. Let's take you to the crude oil markets, where OPEC is due to release its monthly oil market reports. The group is meeting ahead at the end of this month in an attempt to cut output. That is on November 30. But investors seem increasingly reluctant that this will be the case. Jibril Karim is an energy analyst with EcoBank Group. And we hope to get Jibril again. We hope that our guests will be ready for us as we move on in the show. Still talking oil, this time in Angola, where the state oil company Sonangol and its partners, including oil major Chevron, have started production at the Mefemera Sol oil field with an initial output of 10,000 barrels per day. The $5.6 billion project, which is located off the coast of Angola, is using early production systems, EPS, while it has been fully developed to pump an estimated 110,000 barrels per day or more. Chevron holds a 39.2% interest in Mafemera Sol, while Sonangol has a 41% stake. Other partners are Total and Italian energy giant Eni with 10% and 9.8% each. Okay, let's take you back to the foreign exchange markets here in Nigeria. Augustine Okpala is a forex dealer with UBA and he joins us from Lagos. Augustine, thank you so much for your time with us on the show. Okay, if you can hear me, take us through.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon, Baraji.
Thank you so much for your time, Augustine. Take us through today's trading session.
Okay, the market today opened at 307 and is trading at the same range which is open. There has been a bit of stability in the market. This has been attributed to the various intervention of the CBN to the market. The improved liquidity that we've been able to see in the market over the period of time.
Okay, how is it trading with other currencies, not just the dollar? Talk to us about the euro, the pound sterling.
Okay, the euro, it has been a bit stable with the euro, but the pound has been a bit of volatility in the market. Pounds yesterday traded high. Even today, it's open higher, a bit slow. But as it is now, there's been a bit of stability in the market in general.
But let's move on as we take you to Ghana, where the country has received 438 million cedis. That's an equivalent of $110 million worth of bids for its first 10-year domestic bond issued on Thursday. According to the leader Rangers, however, the country had to offer a fixed yield of 19%. Barclays Bank, Stanbic Bank Ghana, and Accra-based brokerage firm Strategic African Securities say the 2026 debut offer opened to foreign investors and it drew bids for 726 million cedis, which is more than the initial 200 million cedi target. Ghana, which is currently implementing a 3-year economic stabilization deal with the International Monetary Fund, introduced the 10-year debut as a way to borrow for the longer term and ease interest rates. The government says the total public debt was equivalent to 63% of gross domestic product in May, but is expected to rise to around 70% at the end of the year on planned disbursement. In Egypt, the International Monetary Fund says it will disburse an initial $2.75 million loan tranche to Egypt to the country on Friday, that is today, if the fund's board votes to approve the $12 billion bailout program. IMF spokesman Jerry Rice says that the board vote comes as China, the United Arab Emirates, G7 countries have contributed towards supplementary bilateral financing of up to $6 billion needed for the Egypt program. Mr. Rice added that some of that financing also will come from commercial bank financing and a proposed Eurobond issue. Meanwhile, Egypt's newly floated pound, that is the currency, strengthened after the central bank announced a $2 billion financing deal with global banks, and the International Monetary Fund indicated that it will approve the country's 3-year loan program. The pound was trading at 16.3 to 16.8 against the dollar. Bankers said the dollar liquidity was improving and activity picked up after a slow start earlier in the week. It traded at 16.5 to 17.25 on Wednesday. Now, the central bank devalued the currency by about a third from its former peg of 8.8 against the dollar and has since allowed it to drift lower.